Thanks for staying with us. So our hot topic today is about a story that happened in Obodo Oyinbo, all far away in London. In the video that went viral about a Nigerian woman who ordered her guests to leave her party after they failed to buy Aso-Ebi for her 70th birthday party. The celebrant had organized the event, which required for attendees to buy Aso-Ebi to wear to the occasion. Over the weekend, after guests were all seated at the party and having their meal, the celebrant chose the opportunity to punish those who did not buy Aso-Ebi to walk out of a party because the guests, according to her, that actually bought Aso-Ebi were outside and couldn't get in. Now, watch this clip so you see where we're coming from. Thanks for staying with us. This was a rather interesting video because it raises quite a number of issues, you know, one of which is the culture of Aso-Ebi, another of which is respect for people's choices, and even the audacity to walk guests out of a party. There's so many angles to this story, and I'd like to hear the lady's initial views on it. But I mean, the video, well, how does it come to you? Let me start with you, Julie. What are your thoughts on this?
It was a very funny video, so I had to ask for her age. And she's 70.
She's 70.
She's 70, yes. And I know now that people who get to a certain age, they fear no one.
Yeah.
You get to a certain age and they'll tell you that this is the time you can call it what it is. You're not afraid of anybody. Where you're coming from is farther than where you're going to. So you can, you know, say whatever it is that you want to say, not being afraid of the repercussions. How long are you going to be around to even see any repercussions? So I understand the boldness. However, I do not like the method. And I am someone who can call it what it is, you know, but I realize that if you are planning a party, so let's first of all demystify why people want you to have an Aso-Ebi. What's the intention behind it? Is it a way to raise funds to do your party or to gain something after feeding people? You invited us to come and eat. Must you gain something from inviting us to come and eat? It's a culture we have in Africa where in some parts of Nigeria where you must buy the Aso-Ebi. You must be seen to contribute to whatever I am doing. But there are some parts of the same Nigeria that if you don't have money to do a party, to call people to come and eat, without expecting them to give you anything in return, don't throw the party. That means you never belefu to chop that kind of party. So we need to ask ourselves, what's the intention in calling this Aso-Ebi? So if this one is just obvious to me that the intention was to gain something from the people, and that's why you felt offended that a lot of them did not buy the Aso-Ebi. Secondly, if you wanted to monitor the people that came, there's a way you plan these things. You have your, what's this card that that admits you, access card that admits you. So whether you have Aso-Ebi on or not, if you get to the gate and you don't have your access card, they will not let you in. When I came for your book launch, thank God I had my access card. Those security people that were standing there, they not
sent back Auntie
Ojoke Silva.
Yes, now.
Yeah,
a whole Ojoke Silva was standing. I was so upset.
Yes.
You sent back. Who are you that you're sending back Ojoke Silva?
You have given them an instruction that if you don't have an access card, you won't get in. So if you go and buy Aso-Ebi from outside, you don't want to patronize me, and you get to the gate and you don't have I did not give you the access card, you won't come in. Okay, so that is planning it better so that you don't stand where people are eating and you just, I don't know, I just felt
that
it
part
wasn't
you said,
pleasant.
If I forget this point,
okay,
because that is in London.
I know.
You think that those living in London will have better organizational
yes.
No, they're not. They are now in London. So that access card, they should have it in London. But
they should.
That's an aside. That's what they focus. Let's come to your own initial thoughts before we dig deeper.
So first of all, I know that I would never have the boldness or audacity to take a mic and tell my guests while they're eating that if they know what's good for them and they not prefer Aso-Ebi, I will curse them. They will never get to age 70. But you know what? I was impressed that she did. I felt that it was important to have called those people out. She had a way that she had asked people to come in. Oyinbo people will send you invitation card. They will give you access card.
RSVP.
They will ask you to RSVP, and you will follow. Nigeria will tell you, buy Aso-Ebi. If you buy Aso-Ebi, then you can come into my party. Then you go behind their back. You go and buy your Aso-Ebi from somewhere else. And then you appear there and sit down, and you want to eat where you did not sow. You want to reap where you did not sow. People that know that these are her friends, she has said, yes, you may say I might not have enough money, but this is what I'm trying to do. Buy my Aso-Ebi. The money that you use in buying it will go a long way in me organizing this party. And it's a way of these people giving their contribution towards the party. But you may be upset that while she's sending Aso-Ebi, she may have other intentions. She may have other intentions. You did not buy the Aso-Ebi, so why are you there eating her food? Why are you there eating the food and then stopping those who paid, who made the contribution and donation, stopping them from eating from the party? They were standing outside. They could not get access because you've even taken up the seats. Obviously, should have put this Aso-Ebi out. 50 people have bought, so I'm organizing a party for 50 people. Right. Then we are seated, 50 seats are filled, and I can see people that paid for the Aso-Ebi standing outside. Of course, I'm going to tell you, it's time to get up. You did not pay to be here. You did not think you had, you wanted to make the donations to be here. Okay. You can leave. This is because that was the requirement for her to come to her party. If it was a different requirement, if it was the come one, come all, as you are passing by, that's a different case. But Madam has said, for my 70th, pay for my Aso-Ebi, then you can sit at my table and eat my food. If you don't, please stay away.
And let me come to you. What are your own initial thoughts on it? Why you dig into?
Yes, for me, I think people that did not wear Aso-Ebi gaining access to her party is totally her fault. It is not their fault. But my own perspective to this is that it's not everyone that will support you for your party. When you want to celebrate, just throw a party and have your capacity. The number of people that you want on board, send them invites. If they buy Aso-Ebi, they don't buy Aso-Ebi, I don't think it should be that significant. That's to me, from my own perspective. Because it's not everyone that likes to buy Aso-Ebi. I don't like to buy Aso-Ebi. I stopped buying Aso-Ebi like 3 years ago. And I've told a lot of my friends that got married within that period to say that I do not like this Aso-Ebi because I wear it once. I buy your Aso-Ebi at an exorbitant price, 40,000, 50,000. I will sew it, 30,000. I will do makeup. So maybe my total package for that party is like 100K or 150. So why don't I come to that party and spray you that money?
Let me educate.
Instead of just buying the Aso-Ebi and just
please let me educate you guys. Because obviously none of you have thrown the kind of parties I have thrown.
Okay.
Because if you have, you would understand that having an Aso-Ebi is not about you contributing to my party. It's not your extra 1K, 500 naira I put on your Aso-Ebi that is the contribution to my party. We keep forgetting that. I've done like my father's burial, my mother's 70th, I've done my own wedding, trust me, I know these things. If I ask you to do Aso-Ebi, what I'm putting on it, pata worst case scenario, 2K, 3K. And it's probably from that difference is usually for your, what do you call that thing? The souvenirs. Gift. Because I want to buy you quality gift. So my car might be 2.5 cost price. I go to the market and I sell it to you 5K. That 2.5, I'm using that money to go out and find a gift that is possible, that is good for you. What you're coming to eat is my own hosting of you. You're not paying for your food. I've been hosting you to come. Now, there's some people that do Aso-Ebi of million. I don't know where their own objectives are. But based on my own experience,
but Mariah,
I'll come to you. So let us remove that aspect that says once you do Aso-Ebi, for me, it's my own contribution to the party. It's not your contribution to the party.
It is, that is your.
Even if it is.
I'm almost done. Yeah. It's not your contribution, number one. Number two, the reason we do Aso-Ebi is identity. When you come to my party, I want to feel like you are that we are here together. I want to see the colors. I want to look at my videos and say, yes, everybody here came to celebrate with me. I'm looking at the diversity in our the gala, the collectiveness. That's what I want to see. I don't want people doing different things. I wonder who is who. You are here, maybe the wife's family, husband family. The beauty of that is what we see. We saw it when we went to Ojude-Oba, when everybody wore Aso-Ebi. We're all going, but all the beautiful colors. Yeah. That's the culture. Okay. So let's not pretend that Aso-Ebi is the problem.
Okay, so good. So can I add something before Miriam? jumps in.
Please jump.
If I buy your Aso-Ebi,
Yeah.
I am contributing to your party.
Absolutely.
However you take it. Why? Because it's not necessary that I want to wear the same thing with every other person. Some people don't like to wear the same things. In fact, if they have an outfit and they see somebody else has it, they will dash their own away. They don't like it. But now I'm going to count my hard-earned money to come to your party. I did not beg you to do party. You could as well just do the burial quietly, put the person in the ground, and all of us will sing hymns and go home. You decided to cook for me to come and chop. I don't have to pay for the cooking. I don't have to pay anything. If I want to, from the magnanimity of my heart, I will say I want to support you. So please, if I am buying you Aso-Ebi, I am supporting you. That 2,000 naira, multiply it by 1,000 people and tell me how much it is.
I don't agree, but
I cannot come to your party to come and, felicitate with you. I am paying for my clothes. I'm paying for the gift you are giving to me. So you're not giving me souvenir.
Okay.
It's from my Aso-Ebi money that
Yeah.
can also. So
That's why I look for who has Aso-Ebi and I give you because it is yours.
So I think the thing is we mustn't make it mandatory for people. And if you want to make it mandatory, there's a way you can screen people without embarrassing them on that day.
Very good.
There was a man that was swallowing when she started saying that thing. The way the man turned, I'm sure that Amala stood here.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, so for me, I believe that when you buy Aso-Ebi, it's a form of contribution towards that party. How much contribution it is only you that's throwing the party that would know. But for me, it's contribution. But I agree with you. This thing that happened is not about Aso-Ebi, but it's about the requirements to be at my party. And we know that Nigerians, we have the bad habit of showing up to parties when we're not invited, enjoying the food and collecting souvenirs that we know that that was not meant for us. In fact, we have seen many videos. They will sit down and be collecting souvenirs, putting like 5, 6 under the table, and you go home, you'll be proud of yourself. I was just passing, though. I just realized that my cloth was the same color with your cloth. And then I said that I had this, and I took 5 souvenirs. Meanwhile, the person that made the proper contribution towards this thing did not get anything. It's unfair.
Yeah.
And yes, her method may have been a bit audacious or bold or rude.
Brazen.
But I mean, she's 70 years old. Most of them may be younger than her. She will call them and tell them off. And I don't know why we're not even seeing the terrible behavior of those who showed up in the Aso-Ebi without buying it. You know that what you have done is scam. You have scammed your way into a party. And then when the woman realized, maybe they've even said, where's your card? Where's your Aso-Ebi? You still scammed your way. You said that you're eating. She knew that there's the only one thing Nigerians are afraid of. Curse. She said you will not reach 70. If she had said anything, like, we're going to come around and check your access card. We're going to come and check the label. They will still sit down. But the moment she said, I will curse you. Nigerians want to curse me. I want to get to 70 and I beg, madam, we keep your food.
Let me go a break. When we come back, we continue this conversation. Stay with us, Subretta. Thanks for staying with us. You see, this Aso-Ebi matter. It's deep. I should write a book on it because I know about it. Let me give you 2 quick examples. My father's burial, my mother picked Aso-Ebi for everybody. And there was a particular sect in the family that wanted to pick another Aso-Ebi. And she warned everybody, don't try it. I want everybody to be uniform. Everybody's wearing this. If you don't, and everybody must come and pick it up from here. If you want to do your own, I will not accept it. I will not allow you in. And everybody is, so that goes to the importance of how that uniformity was important to her. That was on one end. Then, when I think it was my mom's burial recently, when I did hers, and we did the Aso-Ebi, somebody went to the market because they had exhausted what we had. Somebody went to the market and went to go and buy their own straight from the supplier. Now, when I buy Aso-Ebi, when I buy and I sell to you, as I said, I sell you and I add a bit of money for the souvenir that is yours. I gather souvenirs for my own people who have paid for me. You went to go and buy your own directly. You've not paid for the souvenir, with all due respect. You don't expect me to give you what I'm giving my friends. You now sit and you'll be putting your hands, because I'm not going to give it to you because you didn't pay me the money for the souvenir.
You didn't pay for your souvenir.
So you didn't make the contributions towards it.
You didn't pay for it. So it's the same thing. But I'm just telling you, that's the reason why I would not give you, but you go and complain that I went to a party, they didn't even give me souvenir. Like, sorry, you didn't pay for it. So it's part of the discipline. It's not by force for you to go to a party. I've invited my own people to go to the party. Now, those, especially the culture, let me come to the Yoruba culture and I'll come to you, Damola. The Yoruba culture that really did this Aso-Ebi thing. It's their thing. And it's a family, it's a unifier. We are doing our thing. It is the clinical family together. That is the culture. It makes sure that this is us. We are doing this event. That for me is it carries more weight than telling everybody to just come and buy Aso-Ebi. It's not about everybody just showing up.
Yeah.
It's about those who I want to come and familiarize with me and solidarize with me on that event. For me, that's the significance of the event, not just for Bogwero and the complaining, why would you do Aso-Ebi? It's like, if you don't want to buy, it's okay.
I just wished that more people had this kind of understanding
Of Aso-Ebi
because the Aso-Ebi understanding that I know that most people have is that they just want to make money. They want to, people actually throw parties as an investment.
Yes, now.
They go to collect things on credit, food on credit, drinks on credit, hoping to be able to pay from the money gathered from Aso-Ebi, from the money that people would spray them at the party.
True.
That's the extent that people go to, throw these kind of parties. And for this woman, she's 70. If she has more people coming to her party to eat, I think that feast is even more of a blessing than the aesthetics that she's after. Because when you're celebrating something and then people come and they can eat to their satisfaction, I think it adds a better blessing. It's more of a huge blessing from above. And the way people take this Aso-Ebi reminds me of one of the situations I had with someone that I grew up with. And then we met we saw each other on Instagram and then we started bantering. And then she asked for my phone number. She said, I'm getting married, this is Aso-Ebi. I said, I'm sorry, I don't buy Aso-Ebi anymore, but I am going to come to your party and I'm going to show up. But she didn't understand the meaning of that show because when I come to your party, I will really, really show up.
She doesn't know that.
So she didn't send me the invite again. I asked her, what's up?
Is here the money now?
She missed.
Okay, let me take this call from Olarinwaju. I'll come to you. Good morning, Olarinwaju. You're live. Thanks for calling.
Miss here the gift. Happy
Oh, I'm so sorry. I lost that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so see, if you don't go for a party that you are not invited or you do not meet the requirements to be at the party, when you are in your house, what happens to you? Do you die? Do you faint? Or something? No, yeah, but you should celebrate only for those who want you to celebrate with them. Recently, I've been invited for a party, a wedding actually, and there was no Aso-Ebi. So I was like, no Aso-Ebi. And he says, no, it's just for the family members alone. Every other person must make sure that they come with their access card. And even for your driver must have the card so that they can get fed. They've put everything in place. Auntie, imagine if I go and look for the Aso-Ebi that they are going to wear. And then I wear it, and then I don't even appear with the access card. And I don't give my driver the card that he needs to get his food. And then I come there, and when they call me out and say, Madam, please, can you step aside? I'm sorry, your driver cannot get food because, I will stand outside and I'll be shouting. And after all, I'm here to show you that I love you. I'm here because, why? I'll be looking so ridiculous.
Wait, I'll come to you.
See, parties also cost money. Do you understand? Do we understand how much this woman may have put in place to make sure that those that she's invited are properly catered to? And then we have people who had nothing to do towards the contribution.
You cannot afford it,
No.
do it.
If you cannot afford it, don't come as well. If you cannot afford to make the donations towards it, if that is her requirement, I want them to separate both. There are some people, it's fine, they can afford it. They'll throw a party and they'll open it up. Anyone can come, and it doesn't matter to them. You go for a Imbo party, they will tell you, Auntie, buy your drink, buy your food.
That's a different culture.
No, but I'm saying it is a culture. And we respect it. It's respecting people's requirements.
It's interesting because I have a friend too that had that, I don't buy Aso-Ebi. She'll tell you, I don't buy Aso-Ebi. And I respected her for years. Until recently, her in-law died. And she's not selling Aso-Ebi until it gets to you. You will not react. Once you or your daughter is getting married, you now realize, I actually need that identity. So it's easier.
You call on now.
Wait. I'm just giving you an idea that it's always say, well, I don't do Aso-Ebi. When you now get to that level where you're getting married, your child is getting married, or somebody, or your grandfather, somebody that you now want to do a big party and you love the colors. You now start thinking, let me do Aso-Ebi. You now appreciate the beauty. But before I let you jump in, but you see, somebody sent me the invitation card.
Okay.
Of this woman. Let me just give it to you. Invitation card. 70 awesome years, Alaja Oluwato in Bokno. She said, in the invitation card, there's a circle there that says, note. Let me read it to you. Number 1, please, no sharing of Aso-Ebi to avoid being bounced. Number 2, no access card, no entry. Number 3, don't sit on the chair if your name is not written on the table to avoid being embarrassed. Number 4, this is due to the capacity of the hall.
Help me.
So help me. So the Nigerianness of the Nigerians in London now went to a party. See, the Nigerians, they criticize Nigeria. Oh, they don't know how to do anything. They're disorganized Nigeria. Look at them. They don't know how to. They cannot stop at traffic lights. Yes, they don't know how to pay taxes. You carry yourself, go to London. They go to the party. The moment the person said, give you, if your name is not on the chair, don't enter. Access her. You now carry your Londonness to somebody's party. And they bounce.
You know what? She gave them the Nigerian instruction. No, because if she had decided to use London to address this, they would have still started. Yeah. She now brought, you think you are disrespectful. Okay, let me show you disrespect. And then I heard some people saying, that one I heard in English, oh, she's fetish. Oh, she's a local woman or she's a bush woman. You, that you saw the words written out in English, what to do, you did not...
This well spelled out instruction, you have won the conversation. You know why? Because
that's for this woman's party. Go for the general.
I'll go to general. For her own party, she gave a clear script of how she wanted it to go. But being who we are, we lack boundaries. We don't know how to respect other people's boundaries, and we carried it. And so she decided to give them back. So for that, that's on one side. But let's not forget that we have a culture. You know, you mentioned when you're going to a Yibo party, they will say, bring your stuff. That's how they have always, in fact, if we're hanging out, we split the bills. You pay half, I pay half. It's a culture that they have. From beginning, when we started doing our parties, in our own culture, when you are making plans for 500 people, know that 1,000 are coming. When I was getting married, I was told that as you are planning for 500 people to come, know that you are cooking for 1,000 because people will come with their friends, people will come with their neighbors, people will come. It's something we are used to. I saw my grandmother going to parties and she will go with her friends that were not invited to the party. It's something everybody will eat. They will drag souvenir. If you have paid or bought Aso-Ebi and you're not able to drag, you may not even get souvenir. It's something yes, it's something that we are used to, something that we do.
Doesn't make it right.
No, that we detest. That those of us who not
it's not about right or wrong. It's about redefining what will work for us going forward, right? Because there are some people who have the money, they don't care. Everybody, I'm planning, see me now. I was told to plan for 1,000 when I invited only 500. And that's what I did because I knew I couldn't be stopping people at the gate. Now, if I have to do anything now, it has to be access card. I have learned, I have grown, we're evolving to that. So let's not rush everything. Unfortunately, these people are in the London. We expected them to be more exposed and do better and pick
what
up
I even like about you.
But let's not, let's also understand where they're coming from. Let's understand where they are coming from.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you.
Okay.
You see, if I go to my village and I throw a party and I'm asking for access card, I will laugh at myself.
Nobody will answer you.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm in the London. And then I paid for hall. And then you have to go through a gate, and then you tell me that it's our Nigerian culture. You know more than anyone else that you were supposed to bring your access card. You know more than anyone else that you were supposed to read what the requirements were. They did not RSVP. They put RSVP in cards now. We started doing it, and we never, we'll just read it like, oh, RSVP. Party person will now be calling, are you coming or not? I'm coming now. But madam, you did not RSVP.
Yeah.
You're right. We evolve, and so that's what we need to put into consideration. We're crying every day about the economy. And then someone in this tough economy decides to throw a party and says, please, I'm catering to 50 people or 10 people or 100 people, and these are the requirements to be there. And then you tell me, this is Nigeria, we just show up where we are meant to show up. No. In this day and age, you're educated, and you're not living in the village, you know exactly what you're doing. You're coming to scam another person of their right to be at that party, to eat the food that you did not pay for, to sit at the table that you are not invited, to wear an outfit that you did not pay for. It's unfair. Finally, I just want to make it finally clear. It's not about Aso-Ebi. It's about respect for the requirements that have been given out. If you have not been invited somewhere, do not go. It does not make you a smarter person when you arrive at a party. Take more than the amount of food you are meant to take. Take more souvenirs than you are meant to take. It doesn't make you smart. It makes you a thief and an ungrateful person. Yeah. And I think we should learn that.
I have another joke too.
Yes. So there was this woman who wore apparently was not invited to this party. She borrowed clothes, wore white, showed up, was having a good time. So she wanted to drag food. Then the stew now poured on
the white cloth. She has to pay.
Aquamado. Do you know what that means? It's not my cloth. I borrowed it. That's the kind of treatment that happens to this sort of people where you go to where you're not invited.
Let me take Sarah from Alimosho. Good morning, Sarah. Come to you in a second. Sarah from Alimosho, thanks for calling.
Thank you. I'm so happy that I'm able to call today.
Good.
Today, when you do not sow, don't read from there.
Go ahead, Sarah.
When you do not sow, don't read from there. You do not pay for that Asoebi. Don't go. It's as simple as that. If I did not contribute to any party, I don't attend. So it's just simple. When you do not contribute, don't go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I went for a party where there was one lady, I will not mention her name. So the woman, she was like the semi-organizer-ish. Somebody, maybe you now, you're having the party and you didn't invite her. So she's like, but I don't know, for whatever reason, she was now trying to host me. I was like her,
main guest.
Bringing meat and everything. I mean, I can't eat so much food. Bringing food, plenty meat in front of me. This woman. And she will carry the meat, have one girl sit down, be pouring the meat inside. And so she now, because I didn't know where they are, Aso-Ebi, she now told them to give me Ankara to put around me so I can collect.
Look at that.
Now I can collect, what do you call that, the name? Souvenir. Yeah. She now put it around me. I didn't even understand why she was putting it around me. When I now realized, I now gave, please.
Don't.
So everybody was positioned there to collect souvenir for her, collect food. She don't order rice, so just, order rice, don't order amala, just order rice and chicken. As I ordered there, they pour the rice here, they pour the chicken in. And I was there. I was like, oh my goodness, this is part of the deception. We go into with the thievery.
Yes.
You go there, you're practically a thief.
Thievery is not my culture. I reject it.
So it's part of what we need to address, and I'm happy that this woman's video hopefully will set as a opportunity to also address
what you need
this
for
issue. Let's go on a break. When we come back, I'll come to Damola. Hopefully, we'll let out the lessons learned and how do we move forward from this. Stay with us, we'll be right back.